The first card that jumped out was the rushed choice, and it came with heavy energy. Someone who made a decision in the heat of the moment without listening to the heart. This card speaks of impulse, fleeting desires, and unresolved emotional need. And yes, it confirms that there was a switch. A decision was made to leave you for something new, something that seemed easier, lighter, maybe even more exciting. But what the card also reveals is that this choice didn't come from the soul. It came from a restless mind and a confused ego. And now, it's starting to cost a high price. Next came the broken mirror, showing that the idealized image this person had of the other is already cracking. The charm is fading. What once seemed so interesting and different is beginning to show its flaws. Living together has revealed sides that weren't seen before. And now the comparison is inevitable. They're starting to realize they traded something deep and real for something that lacks substance. Something that can't match the connection they had with you. And that is starting to hurt. Then came the regretful silence, carrying heavy energy of contained longing. This person thinks about you more than they'd like to admit, replaying conversations, moments, even arguments, trying to understand where things began to fall apart. And through this process, regret grows. Because your absence is felt in every cold gesture from the other person, in every forced attempt to feel happy. They begin to see that you weren't the problem. The problem was trying to run away from their own feelings. The Forgotten Kiss card revealed that the memory of your touch still lives inside them. Even though they're with someone else, the way you made them feel remains irreplaceable. There's desire, there's longing, a deep wish to go back in time, because the body might be with someone new, but the soul still calls for you. It's as if something inside knows the switch was only external, because internally, nothing changed. The feeling is still there, and it's for you. Next, the mask of the decision appeared, about a choice made to appear strong, to show they've moved on, maybe even to impress. This person wanted to prove something, to themselves, to others, maybe even to you. But the mask is starting to weigh heavy. The facade won't last long when the heart is pulling in another direction. And what once looked like a firm decision now feels more like an escape. And escapes often lead back to where the truth lives, even if it takes time, even if it hurts. Time that demands its due came next, like a warning from the universe. Anything chosen without truth will return to be corrected, and that's exactly what's happening. This person is beginning to feel life calling them to face what they tried to avoid. Nothing is flowing. Emotions are tangled. The peace they expected never came. And that stirs something deep. Because when you trade the real for the easy, the soul knows and it screams. It screams your name at night. It screams your memory during silent days. Finally, the gate of guilt reveals that yes, they feel the weight of what they did. They might not say it, they might pretend, they might smile around others, but inside the guilt eats away. Because leaving you was like abandoning home to live in a foreign place. There may be comfort, but there's no soul. There's no warmth like yours, no words that heal, no love that shelters. And now, with everything distant, they see you were what they needed most. And that's exactly what they left behind. The next card was the Echo of Longing, a card of sudden, overwhelming memories, a scent that reminds them of you, a song on the radio that makes them stop, someone in the street who looks like you, and it hits hard. These moments are becoming more frequent, and each one opens a wound they thought had healed. But the truth is, You're in everything. In every detail the day brings, you're there, like a quiet presence they can't avoid. The dance of regret showed that this person mentally revisits the moments they could have chosen differently. They ask themselves why they let you go, why they didn't fight harder, why they chose the uncertain over the sure. That kind of regret doesn't fade easily. It burns, it consumes, it lingers. And even if everything around them seems fine, inside, there's a storm that won't pass. Then came the light that went out, representing you in this person's life. Because when you left, something dimmed. The joy, the spark, the drive. The new companion might offer presence or attention, but can't light up what only you could. It's like living in a room lit by a bulb when they're missing the sun. They miss your laugh, your way of seeing life, the connection that needed no effort, it just flowed. You were light, and now they live in the shadow of what they chose. The maze of doubt revealed that they're lost. They don't know how to act. They don't know if there's still space to come back. They don't know if you'd still be willing to listen. And that doubt holds back every step, because the fear of rejection is greater than regret, but the desire to reconnect is real. The urge to retrace their steps, to find you again, to reopen this story, it's bubbling inside. And with each passing day, the courage grows, even if slowly. Next came the seed that still lives, one of the most beautiful cards in this reading. It shows the feeling for you never died. It might have been buried, ignored, silenced beneath bad choices, but it's there, alive, growing quietly, and someday it'll bloom again. Because love that's real survives time, mistakes, distance, even the presence of someone else. This love isn't over, it's just paused, and life will create a new chance for you both, if that's what you both want. The inner voice brought the deepest message of this reading. Deep down, this person knows. They already realized they made a mistake. They know you were different. They know what you had was real. And more than anything, they now understand that you don't replace a soul-deep love with temporary comfort. That awareness is growing. It's speaking louder. And no matter how many distractions or routines they try to use to block it out, that voice remains. And it will, until they have the courage to find you. Lastly, the return of truth closed the reading, and it says that life will bring this person back to you. Maybe unexpectedly, maybe in a random message. A simple hey that turns into a flood of everything unsaid. Because when love is real and regret is sincere, the universe finds a way to make things right. You weren't replaced. You were lost, and now they know it. They just need the courage to admit it and act on it.